Welcome to our Craigslist training video. In this video, we are going to be discussing why Craigslist is important, what you have to do on Craigslist in order to be successful. We are going to be signing you up and creating you an account, the basics of Craigslist, and we will also be making a posting together for a specific property and a general posting offering your services. During the video, follow along and make your own account and postings. Feel free to start and stop the video at any time as you go along. First of all, let's talk about why Craigslist is important. Craigslist is one of the top 10 most popular ways that people search for apartments. So we are getting millions of people every month going on Craigslist. It's crucial to your business. In fact, Craigslist is the 7th most popular website in the world with 60 million users. However, while there is a lot of people going on Craigslist, on a daily basis, there are about an estimated 6,000 apartment ads posted every day in just the Houston area. So it's highly competitive. So what you really have to focus on, what is going to make you successful on Craigslist, the formula is very simple. You need to be posting volume. Whenever you have downtime, you need to be creating an ad. To be specific, you need to have about 500 to 800 active ads. You need to create 20 new ads a day. I can honestly not stress enough how important Craigslist is. In your downtime, seriously make new postings. Agents that take advantage of this and treat this very seriously do very, very well. So focus on your Craigslist ads. It is a key to your success. Alright, now we can make a Craigslist account. I'm not going to walk you through the entire thing because it's very simple and very self-explanatory, so just kind of follow the steps. But first thing you're going to do is we're on the home page, so then we're going to click My Account. We'll come down here, enter your business email, click Create an Account. Then, this may take a couple minutes, but it's going to send you an email. Open up the email, click on the blue link. The page it's going to pull up, it's going to ask you to input a password. The password must have characters, it must have numbers and symbols in there. Also, there is a colored bar. That colored bar must be green for the password. The password is very picky, so just try a couple, do that, then create your password. Then you need to accept their terms and conditions, then go to your account. Alright, so let's log into my account now. Alright, so first we're going to be talking about the 3 different colors your ad can be. Green is what you want. Green means that your ad is actively running on Craigslist. Also, your ad can be red. Red is bad, that means your ad was flagged. Your ad can be flagged for a couple different reasons. One, Craigslist can actually flag it with their automated system, or a user on Craigslist can flag it. Now, most of the time, it is going to be Craigslist's automated system flagging. They don't share what their criteria is. The only thing they do share is that if it violates fair housing laws, it'll be removed. Sometimes, actually a lot of times, the ads don't have any, fair housing issues. There is just something about the title or something about the listing that the Craigslist automated system does not like. So if you notice that your account is being flagged a lot or an ad is being flagged, first change up the title. The title is probably the most important one. Then change up the body of the ad. Maybe put in different amenities, different wording. Just recently we had an issue where the ads were all flagging that had a certain disclaimer at the bottom saying Agent Texas Apartment Experts. But once we removed that, then it started acting properly and nothing was being flagged. So if it's being flagged, kind of play around with it. If too many get flagged, let me know and we can kind of go from there. The last color is blue. Blue means the ad has been deleted or it has expired. Postings expire after 2 months. Okay. So now there's a couple things you're going to want to continually be doing while you have active ads. So this is my account. I have quite a few ads on here. So this is something, once you actually have posted the ads, it makes it very simple. Then you just want to constantly be renewing and reposting your ads. So let me give you an example. So go to our second page, and we are going to renew all these ads right now. So all you can do is hit Control and click, and you just kind of go through. So what this is doing, as the ad gets older, newer ads are pushing it down. So it is going further and further down the page. Renewing and reposting is actually bringing the ad up towards the top of the page. Each ad can be renewed once. There are certain instances where an ad can be renewed multiple times, but for the most part, it can only be renewed once. So you just want to consistently be doing this over and over every single day. I probably just renewed, guessing somewhere around 20 to 30 ads just right there. And you want to always be doing that. It is very, very important. So now all those ads are going to the top. Something else you can be doing is, so once you've renewed your ad a couple times, I'm going to renew these real quick too, because this is so important. Okay. Alright, so now these ads, so say now I've done it, these ads can't be renewed anymore. This was the 17th, I'm actually not going to delete that one. Let's go to the third page. So a few more I can do. Okay, these ads are a little bit low. So once it stops letting you renew it, then you can click delete and then repost. This is where you want to update the pricing and anything like that, or any specials you have on there, update the ad. Continue, publish. So again, this is bringing that to the top. So that's constantly be doing that, constantly be renewing and reposting. You want to do this non-stop all the time, and because it's so much easier than creating a new ad, but you also want to have a mixture of new ads and old ads in doing this. Okay, so now we are going to go through together and make an ad together. So the first thing we're going to do is create an ad about a specific property. So over here is where you can pick your area. You can do whatever area you want. For this one, we're going to do Houston. So we'll hit go. Then we'll click housing offered. Then we'll click apartment/housing for rent. Alright, before you do this, you want to have an idea of what property you want to advertise. So find a property you want to advertise, have a reason why you want to advertise that property, and then we can start making a listing. So I kind of like to work backwards. So I like to start doing the body first. The title is one of the most important things about the ad, but I like to do the body first and do everything and then kind of go back and then do the property. So I'm going to start putting in the information. Alright, so what you're going to do pretty much every time for every ad, put for leasing info, call or text your phone number today, and then right below that you'll have ask about ID number. So this is a real ad I'm making live. I don't want them to call or text the office phone, so I'm taking that out, but you'll want that in there. And now we're going to go get the ID number. So I already have a property picked out that I want to advertise. The listing number is right here. So just copy that and bring that over. Then next I'm going to get the postal code or the zip code, 77042. Put that in, 77042. You do not need, or do you want to put a specific location in there? Alright, next thing we're going to be doing is we are going to start working on the body of our ad. So what I kind of recommend, you can kind of do your own, be creative, do your own on there, but what I kind of recommend is just going to the property's website, and then you can kind of take a little something from their website. They usually have, a paragraph about their property. Oh, $500 off first full month's rent. Okay, well that may be our title right there. So we'll just copy this right here if we can. Okay. And then we'll just put this in here. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to take out the name of the property wherever it is, if it's in there, and we'll just replace it to make sure it makes sense. Alright, so I'll just make sure that makes sense. So took out the name. Now I'll go get the amenities. Let's see, features. So now every website is a little bit different. Sometimes you can take them off, sometimes you can't. So these are apartment amenities. We'll take these. Alright. Then we'll hit enter until we can't see anything above. And we'll put in agent, Texas. Whoops. Alright, we'll put agent, Texas apartment experts. So this is what the body of the ad is going to look like. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So so now we're going to move on to the title. So move-in specials is a good thing to put. You don't want to have too many move-in specials and just focus on that. Reason being, people looking for move-in specials, there's normally a reason why, and normally it's because they're kind of like, they may be short on money. Some people are legitimate looking just because they're looking for a good deal, but some people are looking just because they're short on money and they're trying to find something free. So I wouldn't do too many of those. I would say those are one of the more irritating clients to work with. But that's a good way to kind of get your business going, is working with move-in. So that's a pretty good one to put for that. So that's what we're going to go ahead and put. We can also look at the pictures of the property. And I know these guys are a little bit nicer. They're newly renovated. Okay. So that is our title. Now your title can be, a variety of things. So move-in special, you can talk about the location. If you're going to talk about the location, don't just say, oh, great location. Why is that location great? You can also do certain amenities they have in there, like upgraded units. You can also put like stainless steel in there, hardwood flooring in there, washer and dryer in there, washer and dryer connections. Those things are good search results. Also putting rental criteria in there as well. They will accept this. They're second chance property. Those are all really good rental criteria to put in there. Okay, next we'll move down here and we'll get the rent. So we can go over here. So we're doing the one bedroom, so it's $715. You always want to advertise the lowest pricing you see. If you don't, other people are just going to be putting lower pricing than you, and they're going to get all the leads. We'll also check the property's website. We'll go to their floor plans and see if they have any better pricing. Okay, that looks like 11710. Oh, 11685. Wow. Let's check this out. Yeah, what is there? 724. Okay, yeah, it's this one. It's, how much was it? 685. So we definitely want to put that on there. This actually ended up being a little bit lower price ad. I normally like to stay above 700, but I mean these are nice properties. This is something that will definitely get a lot of hits. Okay, and then we'll go to laundry. So they have full-size washer and dryer in the homes. I mean this is a great deal right here. This is why we lease this property so much. Okay, parking I normally say leave it empty. You can put carport, attached garage, detached. Make sure you're putting the bedrooms and bathrooms in there. Dog and cat, okay. Now, wheelchair accessible, a lot of people want to put that in there because they think of fair housing. What this actually means is there are certain properties that have units where the countertops are shorter, where everything is, the bathtub, everything is just shorter. Yes, just about every property you can access with a wheelchair, but these are actually specifically talking about properties that have units that are actually shorter and it's designed for a handicapped person. Alright, then we'll scroll down. Now we want to click on no replies to email. Starting out, I would definitely do it this way. Some agents do prefer to leave that on there, but I would really recommend doing no replies to this email. If you leave your Craigslist email on there, you're going to get lots of spam from people. They're looking for a place, but they're not that serious. You'll contact them, spend some time with them, and then you'll never hear back from them. So click no replies to this email. Then you're going to click by phone or text. Since I'm actually making a real ad here, I'm not going to have text. You can put your phone number in, whatever number you would prefer to use. Some people prefer to get a second line. You can also get a Google Voice number, Ring Central number. Those work just as well. You can put your contact name in here if you would like. You do not have to. You can just put your first name, last name, or you can leave it blank. I'm going to leave it blank. Next, we'll hit continue. So that's all we're going to do on that page. Now we're going to just drop a pin wherever the property is at. So we can go back to the MLS. We can click on the address and find the property. So they are right there. So usually Craigslist is pretty good about it. It seems like they were kind of off on this one. Yeah, that's roughly in this area. So you do not want to put the pin exactly where the property is. If you do, you will have a bunch of other listings there, and people may contact those listings, or they may have the property name on there. So you always want to move the pin a little bit. So we'll move it like right up here. Hit continue. Now we'll add pictures. So there's a couple different ways you can go about adding pictures. I think I actually already have pictures in here of them. Let's see. Okay, I don't. Perfect. So what you want to do, first you'll go check the property's website. Now oftentimes the property will let you take their pictures. They don't have a problem. I do have Parkside in there somewhere. So you can right click on the picture and save image. You want to make sure the image is saving as a JPEG. It's not saving as a web page, a GIF, anything like that. It has to save as a JPEG. Make sure you're checking it down here. It may pull up a little bit differently on your computer, but make sure you're checking it's a JPEG. Before asking, hey, my picture's not pulling up, make sure it's a JPEG, then you can ask. So each time you want to make a new folder for each property. Okay? So we are going to make a new folder. This is to help keep you organized, so you can find properties easy. So it turns out I had Lakeside, I accidentally put in Parkside. So you want to go through though and save each image in your folder, in the appropriate folder, and go through, make sure they're saving as a JPEG. Now, sometimes you'll get to a website and they won't allow you to either save the ad or save the image, or the image will not be saving properly. So what you want to do then is you want to do a Google search for the property, and then you're going to be looking for apartments.com. It's usually going to be the first or second one on Google. So click on apartments.com. Make sure you enlarge the image. If you don't enlarge the image, they're not going to save properly. So make sure you enlarge the image, and then you can go through and save all these images as well. So this is where, go to apartments.com. Before coming and reaching out to me, if you're saying you can't find the pictures, go on apartments.com first, find the property, enlarge it, and then save these pictures first. So a couple things, we do not want the outside of the property. We don't want the outside and we don't want the clubhouse. So we only want to show the interior, because if you show the outside of the property, a lot of people are already going to know what that property is. Even with the clubhouse, a lot of people will already have a good idea what it is. Now, if you just put the inside, you'll get a lot of people that are like, I think it's this property, but I wasn't 100% sure, so I went ahead and called. So by doing just the inside, it's amazing how many people you'll get just because they're kind of curious. If you do the outside, they're not going to be curious, they're already going to know. So go through, save a bunch of pictures. There's no limit to how much you want to do, just every good picture. So go through, save your pictures. Then once you have them all, go back here to Craigslist. We'll hit Add Images. And then we'll go through, you can click on the first one, hold shift and click on the last one, and it's going to upload all of them. So now we're waiting for them to load. What we're going to be looking for first is the featured image. The featured image needs to be the very best image out of the bunch, the one that grabs your attention the most. You pretty much only want to stick to the living room or the kitchen for this. So then once you figure out what your featured image is, then you want to kind of say the featured image is the living room. Then you're going to put all the living room pictures together and group them together. Then you'll have a kind of a flow to it. So you go from the living room to the dining room to the kitchen, then to the bedroom, then to the bathroom, closet, then any amenities. So right now we're going to figure out which picture we like the most. Personally, I kind of like this one right here. That's pretty good. It's kind of shiny. People kind of like that. So we're going to start with this one. So we'll just drag and drop. And so now we have all the kitchen together. We'll do that. Then we have actually want to put the living room before the dining room. There we go. And then we have the bedroom. Yep, and it's pretty much just fill in order for us. Luckily, that's really nice. We'll take out this one because this is one bedroom we're doing. This is probably the second bedroom in there, so we'll take that one out. One thing to remember, make sure you're sticking to the same floor plan. You know, if you're doing a one bedroom, you don't want to have multiple different bedrooms in there. Sometimes the living rooms will all be different. Stick to one floor plan, stick to the correct floor plan. What I'm meaning is if you're going with this one, stick with that one. If you're doing two bedrooms, make sure there's two different bedrooms in there. Now with the pictures, I wouldn't be too concerned about whether or not that picture actually goes along with that particular floor plan you're advertising. Most of the time, properties only have their two bedrooms to show. So that's their models, so they'll only take pictures of those. So you can at least get an idea of, you know, the finishes that they have, what the property will look like. Floor plan may be laid out a little bit differently, but you can give them a good idea of what it is they're going to be looking at. Okay, so now we have all our pictures up, we have them grouped, and then we'll hit done with images. So now we can kind of review our posting, make sure it looks correct. You want to read through it, and then once you've read through it, then you want to hit publish. Now with you doing your first ad, you're going to have to verify your posting. Sometimes it'll make you send you an email and say go click on this email to verify your posting. Sometimes it'll make you put in a phone number. When you put in the phone number, it's going to send you a text. You're just going to input that little verification code into Craigslist, and then you'll be all set. So then we'll return to our account page, and it popped up actually really fast, but sometimes you'll have to hit refresh. And then there it is. It's active, running on Craigslist right now. That was making an ad for a specific property. Something I would recommend is once you find a property, do a one bedroom, two bedroom, and three bedrooms if they have them. So that way you can use the same ad. You can pretty much just copy this and put it in there, change the pricing. You already have all the pictures. You can knock out 3 ads right there very, very quickly. It's highly recommended to do that. Get more volume out there. So now we are going to be looking at making a general ad. So I'm going to scroll down and kind of find one. I'm not going to actually make one because they're really simple, but they're very important to do. Here's one of them. So general ads, you kind of pick a target you want to do. This one is specifically targeting luxury second chance apartments. So whenever you're doing an ad for your service, key terms in the title is what it's all about. That's going to make or break the ad. Whenever I'm doing this, also, the featured picture is really important. You're trying to stand out more. Customize the picture, put some wording in there, take your own picture, use some editing, edit the picture a little bit. It really, really helps to make it stand out. Then I'll kind of throw in a couple extra pictures in there, a couple luxury properties in there that are second chance. Then I will just have a little something about the service we offer. I'll let you pause this and read over it on your own time. Then at the very bottom, you'll see pictures are examples of properties we work with. So it's saying it doesn't have to be a specific property, but they're just kind of an idea of what we work with. So that's one ad. And this is another ad, just different pictures, something to really grab their attention, different title. This bad credit, broken lease, eviction, misdemeanor, felony. But it's the same kind of wording in here. Don't change it a whole lot. That's what you can do. You can crank out a lot of these really, really quickly, and they are very important to do. All right, so now I'll kind of show you a general idea of the back end, what it looks like. So we'll go back, and then we were right here. So I'll edit it, kind of show you what it looks like from our end. So you'll kind of put in your body of the ad in there, put your pricing. You can put, I prefer to do washer and dryer, but you can also do washer and dryer hookups. Dog and cat, number of bedrooms you're wanting to advertise, the zip code, the all-important title, no replies to this email, by phone or text, put your number in there, hit continue, location, you'll pick whatever location you're wanting to do. This one is specifically targeting the Woodlands. Then edit images. What I like to do to stand out is have custom images, so I'll have a bunch that I'll kind of pick from. I'll show y'all real quick. So this is kind of some of them will do it. So like I'll pick one of these and it'll kind of go through the ad, or I just have a bunch of general pictures in here that I can use for it. Really makes it really simple for you to crank out these ads as quickly as possible. So then once you're done with that, done with the images, and then you'll just hit publish. It's really just that simple. It doesn't take a whole lot of time to do those, but they're really, really important. Alright, so kind of wrapping it up here, you want to be posting a wide variety of apartments all the way from studios to 4 bedrooms, all the way from $700 range to $3,000 range. You really want to stay in between those two price ranges. You don't want to go below or above. You also want to be posting all over the city, different areas, different cities in Texas is really what you need to focus on, casting a wide net to catch the most fish. So final thoughts on Craigslist. This is what you really have to hustle on, having tons and tons of ads out there. It's going to do nothing but help your business. Whenever I see someone struggling, the first thing I'm going to have that person do is pull up their Craigslist. And without fail, every time they will have under 100 ads. They won't have enough ads out there. I have never seen an agent fail because they have too many ads out there. Remember, being busy doesn't mean being productive. Your phone can be ringing, but if you don't have that many ads out there, most of the time, the people that are going to be calling, you're going to be getting what we call the leftover leads. The leads no one else really wants to help because they have too many issues or they're too difficult. The more ads you have out there, the better leads you're going to get, and the more picky you're going to be able to get. You can pick which people you want to work with, and the low-end ones you don't have to help if you do not want to. Agents in our office that bill $10,000 have over 1,000 ads. I don't know one that doesn't, because that's what it takes. Guys, I want to thank y'all for watching this video, and remember to hustle.